In row 7, Aditya Patnet and Austin Gill. Row 8, Akshat Misra and Junchi Tao. Row 9, Wang Zihuai, Ricky Donison. Row 10, Wang Yuze, Cho Zihan. Row 11, Yuvaraj Anand, Michael Ko. Row 12, Jane Lee and Yuzuki Tamahashi. Row 13, Kyufung Kanjanapas and Ethan Ong. Row 14, Chan Cheye and Zhao Xiyan. So that's how things are looking for Heat 1 of the Senior Max. These are the drivers we should and are expected to see on the grid. So it will be a 10 laps head-to-head battle here for them. The first heat of the weekend, getting ready to go. So you can see they've head out on track, going towards their formation lap. For those who are familiar with the Rotax series and go-kart racing, you will know that they will have to go line up side by side, 2 by 2, to head towards the start-finish straight.
All right, so our drivers are getting into the tram lines 2 by 2, like what Ling has said. This is going to be the first heat, the first time we go racing in anger today. This is Senior Max, heat number 1, A and B. At the front row, you can look at the cart numbers. That's Prasetyo Hardia on your left, and on his left, on the track itself is Lucas Schlegel, followed by Yukapo in P3 and Fuji Kishi P4. And off we go racing into turn 1 as we head on this heat number 1 AB.
Is it a go?
We're going around for one more time. I think the start is a little bit preliminary this time around. So we'll check the lights down there for the red lights to go off, and then we'll know it's going to be time to race. But as of now, we are yellow flagging the race. We're bringing all of them back for one more formation lap to line them back up before we go racing once again.
So drivers are going to get a second attempt at the race start here for Heat 1. So we are exciting to see how the Senior Max drivers will fare here in the very first heat of the day. So we can see a lot of crowd lining out here along the grandstand, along the sidelines here. Let's get ready to go racing. 10 laps.
10 quick laps, might I add, just very quick, as the racers are already in line way before the final corner. This is a long grid and should be treated as such. And carts need to all be in position for the race start.
So 14 rows, we should be seeing 28 drivers. Parseto Haja, we know he had the quickest pace in qualifying for the Senior Max. And how will he go this time around as they get ready to start?
All right, all right. Here we go. We are racing, the lights out, and away we go. Into turn 2, turn 3 now. Prasetyo Harja still in front, leading the race as they enter the Mickey Mouse complex there. Following behind him looks to be Lucas Schlegel, the cart number 304 in second position, and Yukapo in P3, our last week's winner for Senior Max.
So here we go, guys. Things are heating up on the get-go here in the opening lap of the Senior Max Heat 1. So perhaps Parseto wasting no time at all to try to pull away from the rest of the grid here on lap 1. So the pole man setting the pace early here for the rest of the drivers. 50.714, the fastest lap being set by Parseto Haja. 9 laps to go. Luca still hanging in there in second. Yukapo has moved up to third position. Fuji Kishi still hanging in there in fourth. Shu Kaneko in fifth. Ryo Saka in sixth.
So this is Senior Max Heat number 1. At the front, it is still Prasetyo Harja, opening up the gap ever so slightly to Lucas Schlegel in P2. And it's a good start from our pole position man, number 368 in front, as he now rounds the bend, crosses turn 11 into 12 to complete the second lap of this heat number 1 with the gap similar to as when they started the race.
So another quick lap being pulled here by Prasetyo Haja of 50.219. He continues to try to pull away from his closest rival, Luca, in second. So all the way down, it's still, I would say, quite a close competition in the mid-pack. We're going to keep an eye on what happens in the next couple of laps. All the way down to P20, we have Jane Lee now 6.9 seconds behind our race leader.
That's right, so good performance from our pole sitter and race leader at the moment, Prasetyo Haja, leading away with Luca Schlegel in P2 and our Hong Kong champion, Yuka Po, in P3.
So here we go. This is the first head-to-head battle for the senior max. They have a total of 3 heats that they'll have to get through today before they wrap up day 2. And you're watching the very first action. So Prasetyo Haja doing everything he can. He has clear track ahead of him.
Yep. And behind, Ricky Donaldson has made up 1 position on Chao Zihan, as well as Aditya Patnaik has overtaken Wang Yuzhe, and Kyufong Kanjanapas has overtaken Zhao Xian at the back of the grid.
So there are a couple of changes in positions there, all the way down, further down the grid. Our eyes are still on the drivers in the front. We can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, all coming through together. Less than 2 seconds separating the top 5.
An incredible performance from Prasetyo Haja, as once again he sets the fastest lap of the race with a lap time of 49.729. Incredible speed up ahead from the leading man on the grid right now. So
Yep,
Prasetyo
we
Haja.
can see the top 4 now all picking up their pace, lapping in the 49s. However, no one coming close to Prasetyo Haja in the race lead, because his gap to Luca Schlegel in second continues to grow now at 0.7 seconds.
Incredible performance from the Indonesian driver up in front. It's looking to be, the temperatures are looking to drop ever so slightly. The sun has stayed hidden, sun has decided to play hide and seek inside the clouds. Has 5 more laps to go. This is heat 1, A and B. Prasetyo Haja puts down his foot and solidifies his lead up ahead. Luca Schlegel trying to chase, but is now 0.894 behind Yuka Po, closing the gap to Luca Schlegel for this is the fight for second position.
Yeah, we're gonna see if we can catch any close battle that is happening on track here with 5 laps to go. So halfway through heat 1 now for the senior max. This is Group A plus B. As you can see, the gap now 0.89 seconds between Prasetyo and Luca. That continues to grow. We're keeping an eye on, I want to pay attention to some of the Japanese drivers, because we spoke a lot about them during practice and qualifying as well, but so far no significant moves or attacks being made by Team Japan. Fuji Kishi started in 3rd. He's sitting in P4. Shu Kaneko in 5th. Ryo Sakai in 6th. Hayato Ida in 7th. Sena Shirotori in 8th. And Saoto Arao in 9th. So you have 5 Japanese drivers in the top 10.
Yep. Yes, indeed. But the man on track to look out for is definitely P3 man Yuka Po, as he mounts an attack on P2 man Luca Schlegel, takes the position and loses the position simultaneously in 2 turns. This is the battle for second position between Luca Schlegel and Yuka Po as they head down to turn N2 complex. Yuka Po remains in the back, but Dick Yu has the confidence to go on the outside into the turn 3 and is now having the better position down into Mickey Mouse. What will he do? Will he defend? Luca Schlegel closes the door into Mickey Mouse, but Prasetyo Haja is sitting comfortably up in front.
So we finally have a heated battle on our hands here with 3 laps to go in the senior men. Yuka Po, he gained quite a lot of experience here in Sepang last weekend, battling out in the senior category as well. So let's see if he has managed to stick it.
Yes, he has.
in
Yuka Po.
P2.
Yuka Po with a position and goes. On goes Fuji Kishi. But Lukas Schlegel manages to defend from Fuji there and still holds on to P3.
Yeah, so we spoke about them earlier. Here comes some of the Japanese rider, Fuji Kishi, Shu Kaneko now on the rear wheel of Lukas Schlegel. Can he hang on to third place with, I think, 1.5 laps to go? Yu Kapo, I think, already cleared, in the clear now in second position.
That's right. As we look at, once again, our leader, Prasetyo Hadia, clean gap. That fight for P2 has cost them some lap time, and the guys behind are catching up. Fujikishi and Shukaneko ever closer to P2 and P3, Yukapo and Lukas Schlegel. But now Yukapo, while in the lead, still not clear, but the man under attack is none other than Lukas Schlegel. Fujikishi looking to attack and take this opportunity to close up to P3.
So here we go as they start the final lap here in Heat 1. What will happen behind Prasetyo Hadia? Because we've spoken a lot about him. Nothing, no drama for him in the front. Yukapo now in P2. Lukas Schlegel, let's see how he hangs on to third position, coming under full pressure from the Japanese drivers.
That's right, as of the last lap alone, Fujikishi lapping almost at the same pace as Lukas Schlegel behind. All of them are behind the man on stream right now, Prasetyo Hadia, your leader, 368. He's going to cross the line soon in a few turns to win the first heat. But who will finish second and third behind him? Let's take a look. As he crosses the line, Prasetyo Hadia takes the heat, number 1, followed by Yu Kapo and Lukas Schlegel. Fujikishi loses the position at the finishing line to Ryo Sakai. And Fujikishi finishes P5 ahead of Sauta Arao, Hayato Ida, Sena Shiratori, and Akash Nandi making a position up as well. And Kenshin Asami, Michael Ko, Donison Ricky, Jun Chi Chao, Tamasashi Yuzuki, Chao Zihan, Akshat Misra, Wang Yuza, Kaoru Yoshida, Jane Lee, and Kanjana Pass.
So I'm not sure what happened to Shu Kaneko on the final lap, but we did see his name dropping all the way down the timing sheet. Probably a little incident battling out for third position there. But solid performance from Prasetyo Hadia. Not only did he start from pole position, setting the pace early on and not looking back. So that wraps it up for Heat 1 of A plus B for the Senior Max.